See, there's a couple of you guys there in the chat already. I'm seeing a couple people. Guys, how's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? How was everyone's week? What did you guys buy this week in your portfolios? What were the purchases? That's something that I want to start with. Of course, hold on. Like Casey said, hit that like button, guys. Very, very important. Oh man, I was working yesterday. Woof. And then now I'm kind of ready to start looking at futures. And futures is open already. I already looked at it real quick. So let's see where it goes. But I am definitely ready. Oh man, what's gonna happen this week? What is going to happen this week? That's what I'm trying to get ready for. Nvidia have a conference over in San Jose in California. So I would like to see I would like to I'm gonna keep track of the share price pretty much. I'm trying to find my words. I don't know what's going on. All right. So I wanna see what is the what are they gonna announce? Where's the share price is gonna be? So I'm pretty ready about that. Wow, there's a lot of comments already. I don't even know what to say. I'm reading your comments too while I'm trying to talk. But let me just go back. Let me just focus. All right. So news about Meta. Their new AI model got set back pretty much, so it got a pullback. I had to buy some stuff, a little bit more Meta, so I had to do that for sure. Then I have something for Anders right here. The top destinations for retiring. I got a list. I don't know if it's true, Anders, but I'm going to show you the screenshot. I took a screenshot. I thought about you when I saw it on X. And let me see. I got my purchases. There's a couple of you guys there. There's 7 of you guys there. Awesome. That's good. But we have the NVIDIA AI conference. And then I totally forgot, guys, to save a couple pictures. There was an event in Texas, and I was taking a look at it on X. And man, the whole robo taxis look really cool, and Optimus also. That looked really, really cool. But let me just check to see who's there in the chat right away. And let me see. Let me just make sure. Yeah, my camera is good. I didn't even hit it or nothing. A zoom from Anders. What's going on? Good evening from Tim. What's going on, Tim? All good over here, man. Sunday. So let's see. Let's see what happens. Once we take a look at futures. So tired. Oh, Anders, man. F1 at 3 a.m. Massive server and database moves at 7 a.m. Ooh, man. So you're gonna you probably gotta go to sleep early, man, or you're probably gonna fall asleep watching the stream. As long as you hit the like button before you fall asleep. Happy Sunday, Red. What's going on? Wall Street, good evening, Jay. My apologies. I didn't get to see your analysis of IONQ. Was it a buy? We can take a look at it. Wall Street, we can take a look at it for sure. Real quick. We'll take a look at it. Let me just see who else is in here. Don't forget, guys, to as soon as you hop in, just say hi so I can see who's there. We're going to take a look at IONQ. Let me just put it right here. I didn't even open a stock analysis. Yep. Let me open up a stock analysis real quick, and I'll put it right here just so I don't forget it. IONQ. I think I looked at this one a while ago. But we'll take a look. What's going on, KC? Good morning from Korea. How's everything? Are gas prices being affected over there, KC? Let me know there. Let me know there in the chat. I would like to know. Gas prices are nuts. Yes. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think fuel is up. Crude oil is up, I think. Yeah, we're going to take a look at that. Yeah, I think the market is already open for Commodities and the yeah, commodities is open. Crypto has been on the upside as of lately, so we're gonna take a look at that. And S&P futures is open. Ooh, man, I'm gonna show you in a second. Red this week will be more red if I was betting man. Yeah, I think so too. I'm kind of like with you on that, even though I've seen something different. I'm gonna show you. I bought nothing over the weekend, but I did sell about $175 worth of cards. Nice, Casey. Nice, man. You making money. Making money over there with those cards. That's awesome. Wall Street, who is scared to buy at these levels? Not me. I'm looking at opportunities right now at Wall Street, and I'm sure you too. I'm sure you're looking at you're taking advantage of some opportunities out there. What's going on, Tom? How are you? Top of the list: Philippines, Panama, Mexico, number one. So I don't know where this picture is from, but I'm gonna show it to you in a little bit before you have to head out. To go to sleep or something. But it was something that I saw, so I thought of you right away. I'm gonna show you. Jay's blowing up my Twitter thread with stock talk. My bad, Casey. I should slow down during the week though. But yesterday, because when I was at work, it was pretty slow, and I was dispatching. Well, I was doing like desk work. So since I was doing that, I had my laptop on the side, and it was pretty slow. So I was able to do some stuff myself. Let me see. Hey, I've been hitting the hype button also for you. Thank you, Tom. Really, really appreciate it, man. I really, really appreciate it. Any of you guys that make it to the end of my videos, don't forget to hit the hype button. It's a new feature. I would really appreciate it. My channel is small, so it would definitely help out a lot. So I really appreciate it, Tom. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. You just made my day. You just made my day. What's going on, Brain Chow? All good over here, Brain Chow. The Robo Taxi looks nice. But the truck still looks trash. Yeah, they oh man. yeah. I don't know. I haven't driven one yet. You know, that Cybertruck. I haven't driven one yet, but the Teslas are pretty cool. The Teslas are pretty cool, and also I honestly, I was looking at it because maybe in the next year or so I gotta change my truck to something a little bit newer. It has over 202,000 miles, 203,000 miles, somewhere around there, so I'm sure I'm gonna need it. At some point I'm gonna need to replace it, so I'm looking, and I think a Tesla wouldn't be a bad idea, especially for the family, because they drive a lot. They have a lot of activities. So I was looking at the Teslas, and I'm like, David, what's going on, David? David is also on X. Thank you, David, for the support over there too. Boogie, what's going on, Boogie? All good over here. What's up, Jay? Thanks, Jay. Yeah, we're gonna take a look at IONQ in a second. Good evening, M. What's going on, M? No traveling this weekend? Oh man, hold on. Let me just drink a little bit of coffee. Honestly, I was gonna start like about 10 minutes ago, but I forgot to make me my coffee. So when I sat down over here, and I'm like, oh man, I should start already. And I'm like, oh, my coffee. So yeah, so we're gonna take a look at futures today. I kind of want to go over the Nvidia real quick. I wanted to read about it a little bit. The conference that they're gonna have. I agree. It probably will go lower. However, we need to take advantage of the market opportunities. Yes, we do. What's going on, Finanzas con Estilo? That's a good Spanish channel right there. You guys gotta go check it out if you speak Spanish. Wall Street. I've been hearing a lot of buzz about ARCAT UMAC, ONDS. Oh, I was taking a look at ONDS. Hold on, let me see if I still have it here. I was taking a look at their presentations yesterday. Ondas, that's the That's the company, and the ticker symbol is ONDS. What I like about it is this is the hold on. This one is like a AI type of company, and they have robotics pretty much with drones and stuff. So it kind of caught my attention. I want to take a look at it. I really want to take a look at it. I don't follow prices here since I don't drive, but I just asked coworkers, and they are set at the maximum price. Oh wow! So yes, gas prices are up here. Oh wow, wow. So it's definitely affecting everywhere. Jeez, definitely affecting everywhere. You only get to use Hype 3 times a week only, so everyone knows how this feature works. Thank you, Tom, and I really appreciate that you use one of those times for my videos, man. I really appreciate it, man. Really, really appreciate it. All right, let me see what else before we go into the futures. Did I see stock futures higher? All right, let's take a look at futures. Let's start doing that. Hold on. Let me just open it up right here. Ooh. I don't know what's going on. But you can see. Hold on. Let me just click on S&P already. But something it is going on right now. And you can see that S&P is already in the green, 0.3% already. It started in the 60, let me see, 6,200, 6,220, and it's already at 6,600. Wow. Wow, unexpected, to be honest with you. That's very unexpected. Dow Jones right there. Let me see. Dow Jones is at 46,700. Wow, and slightly up in the green too. NASDAQ, let me see. It's not 8 o'clock yet, so we can't take a look at single stocks, but we're going to take a look at that later. Let me see. The Russell 2000 is also slightly up, so the whole market is up. Slightly up. Wow. I want to take a look at some stocks later and see what's going on. Let me see. Crude oil, it is on the downside. Wow. I know there was a news about President Trump announcing that there's going to be multiple countries that are going to unite and pretty much help for boats or ships to pass through the Strait of Hormuz. That was some of the news that they announced recently. So maybe those news kept on, like they were true, they were confirmed, and now, maybe crude oil will go down in share price. I'm kind of surprised about this, honestly. Any of you guys are surprised about this? I'm kind of surprised that oil is going down and the stock market is going up. There must have been some news that were just announced. Let me see. Gold is in the red, but I'm not looking at gold. I'm not looking at silver, but silver is at $80, as you can see right here. One thing that I've been looking at is crypto. And look at this. Crypto has been on the upside. Especially Bitcoin. Look at this. In the past 5 days, it's up 4.3%. In the last month, it's up 6%. I know if you expand that, it's up, is down much more, like 36%, but I don't know. It's getting some traction right now. It has been on the upside as of lately. I'm still holding my IBIT. I'm still holding my Ethereum somewhere else, ETF. I think long term. I'm good for now. I could wait. I have a couple years to wait. So look at this. Ethereum is now at 2,100. It's up 4.6% today so far. In the last 5 days, it's up almost 8%. In the last month, almost 12%. So I don't know. Cryptocurrency is recovering slowly. XRP, I don't own any XRP. And remember, gotta be careful with this, with crypto. I have it as a very small percentage of my portfolio. When I put my portfolio overall, it's like less than 1%, right now, in crypto. So it's just, some exposure right there. Let me know there in the chat if you guys also have some exposure into crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum. I think those are the two, as I see, that were the stronger options for me, to be honest with you. But yeah, even crypto is on the upside. Let me see. Where is the hype button? So the hype button comes out on your phone, and it comes out where it says like the comments, where that section where the comments are. And once you hit the video and you start watching the video, the comments will kind of like the hype button will come up, and then you could just click on it and just hit the hype button. If I can see some screenshots, I'll show it to you. But it's like right in the comment section. You just move it over to the left, or swipe it to the left, and it will come up. Coffee with Jay is yeah. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I'm always having some coffee right now because it's kind of I go to sleep early, so I'm gonna be tired in like an hour and a half or so. What's going on, Thrill? Oh, Thrill, I was looking at hold on, in stock analysis. Let me see. I gotta open up another screen. Hold on. Let me open up another window. But I was looking at Hems, and I thought of you, man. I thought of you. Hems has been, let me see, Google Finance real quick. I think I have it here. I think I have Hems right here. Yeah, I have Hems right here. But it's right now, let me see. But it's right now in the 20s. Wasn't it not long ago like a $17 or something like that? Let me see. Yeah, if you see in the last month, you remember it was like $14, $16, $17. It's already at $24 a share price. So wow, Hems recovering as of lately in the last month. It is down 54%, but it has been on the upside as of lately. You can see it right there in the last month. Don't buy a brand new car. Yeah. I don't know, Casey. I was really I was looking at it. I was looking at the Teslas, and it looks pretty cool. The only thing, well, I have my own house, so I'm able to have installed a charger here, and then we can just always have a charge. The thing is that what I will do is like I will take the SUV that I have, that the family has, and then I give that to them to use for all their activity. I'll give the Tesla to use for all the activity and all that, and I can use that SUV, myself, or something like that. And with the Tesla, you charge it here, so it's gonna cost a lot less to fill it up all the time. And they pretty much are all over, New Jersey, going to a lot of activities. So I don't know. That's all I was thinking about. But I also don't want to get into car payments. You guys know that I finally paid off that truck that I have there last year. So I'm pretty excited about that, and I don't want that again. That's gonna hold me back into investments, but I don't know. I gotta weigh in my options. But yeah, but I agree with you on that. I don't see a high button either. I watch on a laptop, so is that a problem? Yeah, I don't think it comes out on the laptop when you like the hype pops up. Yeah. So when you hit the like button on the video, the hype should come out on the comments. On the comment section. Yeah, if you watch it on your phone or on a tablet. I don't think computers have it though. Let me see. Not seeing it. What is this gas thing? Anders. Let me see if I can let me see something real quick. Here. Yeah, so let me show you guys real quick. So it's right here. You see this right here? Like right where the like button, where the thanks, the download and all that. It's gonna say hype right there. So that's it. And then you see this right here where it says hype this video. That's where you click to comment on the video. So this little hype button right here will pop up. And then you could go ahead and hit it and hype the video. So yeah, you only get 3 a week. That's all you get. So, you know, I try to use them on some of my favorite content creators, or you know, some of the people that I like a lot, like Joseph Carlson. You know, even though he doesn't need the hype, but so sometimes he just has some great videos. But yeah, but this is where it is, and I think it's on phone. I don't think it's on laptop, unless there's a way to turn it on a laptop. But yeah, but that's where it is, the hype button. And thank you, Tom, for bringing it up. I really appreciate it, man. I really, really appreciate it. I owe you one. Jay, do you know about midterm election years? No, I don't really follow elections. Wall Street, I really don't, but you know, even though I should, and it's good to know, but I don't. I think I might buy MLP Midstream Income ETF. Nice. You know which one I've been looking at, KC, and you were the one that brought it up. Is that GPIQ, man? You know, GPIQ, QQQI looks good too. I don't know. Some of these looks good, man. GPIQ, man. I don't know. I want to boost up maybe for next year. You know what's something that maybe we can do? I could probably add a new position for next year's weekly challenge, you know, and to see if it wins like every weekly challenge. Maybe I could put one of those. I started a small position in ONDS based on a few contracts that they recently secured. It's pre-revenue, so I added it to my hindsight 50/50 portfolio for now. Yeah, man, I was taking a look at it. Hold on, where is it? Yeah, I was taking a look at it, the company right here. This is it. Let me see if I can, you know, but they have some contracts with the government too, right? If I'm not mistaken. Ondas Networks, Ondas autonomous systems also. So yeah, but they have like drones and all that. Like, you know, it looks like a pretty cool company, man. I'm really interested in learning about it. So I think this is gonna be one. And if we take a look, let me see the share price real quick. This is one of those that maybe can explode in the future. You know, it's at $10 right now. See, it's not a penny stock yet. But look at it. It's up 59% in the last 6 months. You can see it right here. But I just want to take a look at it. I want to learn a little bit more about it. It was trading as a penny stock last year. You can see it right here. Under $1. Wow. So yeah, so I just want to take a look at it, read about it a little bit more, you know. Maybe I'll make a video if I get a chance to put it all together. I don't know if I will be able to, but it just looks pretty cool. And I got interested in it, to be honest with you. Wall Street historically is down, however, with BBB new Fed rate cut cycle. I think we are in a roaring 20s environment. Google how to use the hype button on YouTube and it will explain everything. Yep. You know what? Maybe I should have hype button. How to use it. Google Gemini, man. I've been using more and more AI, to be honest with you. And I don't know if you guys have been, you know, what do you guys think about my thumbnails? But I've been making them with AI, you know. Much less time, I tell you that, to you know, to make a thumbnail. Find an eligible video. The button only appears on long form videos, not shorts, uploaded within the last 7 days. So you gotta watch it within the first 7 days. By creators with 500 to 500,000 subscribers. Wow. Open the video in the YouTube app. Look for the horizontal action bar below the video player where the like, share, and download buttons are. Swipe left. That's what I said. That's what I had mentioned earlier on this bar to reveal more options. The hide button is typically located there. You can sometimes find it by swiping left on the comment preview carousel. To make your hide, type the hide button. You see, so it's, yeah, what we showed earlier. So yeah, pretty cool, right there. Meta at 613. Yes, Meta at 613. I bought a little bit more. I don't know if you guys saw my video, but I made a small purchase. I did have to take some money from my budget this week. So I'm going to have to move some money around. It wasn't that much. You know, it was a little bit, but I don't like to take from like, you know, money I have saved up or nothing like that unless I really need to. But I'm going to be honest with you. You know, Meta right now, geez. Meta right now is at a 19, under 20 forward PE ratio. That's just, I don't know, but that looks, you know, that looks really good right there. PE ratio is at 26.1, as you can see right here, at $613. And if he goes down some more, man, definitely a good deal right there for me. So I don't know. I don't know where I'm gonna get some more money, but I need to get some more money to buy some more Meta. And one of the reasons that why this happened, it is because, let me see if I could put it right here. Meta delays launch of AI model called Avocado in the latest setback. This is what this was the setback on the share price. You know, that's why we saw a drawdown. So there's like a lot of information here, but the problem was while Avocado has outperformed Meta's previous AI models and exceeded the performance of Google's Gemini 2.5 model from March, it reportedly lags behind Google's Gemini 3.0 released in last November. So right now, Mark Zuckerberg and I guess management is not feeling very confident with the new Avocado system that they have pretty much, because it's lagging behind Google, OpenAI, Anthropic, and some of these AI model systems out there. But, you know, let's see. As a result, Meta has postponed Avocado's release to at least May. So they're delaying it a little bit more. I think this is just giving a good opportunity to buy some more at a cheaper valuation, to be honest. But of course, you guys got to do your research on it. But as of right now, I'm liking it a lot. I'm liking this one a lot, to be honest. And then after that, hold on, because I forgot to show you that. This might bring the share price up, though. Then later on in the afternoon, or was it yesterday, Finanzas con Estilo? I think it was yesterday, right? That they announced that they might be laying off over 20% of its workforce, aiming to balance costly AI infrastructure investments. So it looks like they're going to lay off over 20% of their workforce just to use that money to be able to continue their research on AI and try to get this stronger, the Avocado, the Avocado AI situation. So yeah. All right, let me see. I gotta catch up, man. There's a whole lot of people. JL, hi JN, everyone. What's going on, JL? The thrill, and thank you for watching the video earlier, JL. As crazy last week was the S&P was only down 1.5%. Crazy panics. Yeah, thrill. I'm gonna be honest with you. There has been a lot of volatility in the stock market for sure. I don't even know. Honestly, with all this volatility, and I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but let me know there in the chat. I'm just kind of nervous. I don't know. I'm right now I have some money in my growth portfolio, which is $100, but I don't know if I should keep on buying Amazon, if I should just hold for a little bit, because I'm seeing a downside on Google also, and that's a position that I want to buy more. But right now I kind of feel uneasy about the stock market, so I don't know if it's going to continue to go down, maybe have a correction in the market, and it'll just go down maybe like another 5, 7, 8%, something like that. But I'm kind of feeling uneasy about the stock market right now. That's why I'm kind of gonna be building a cash position real quick, little by little in my growth portfolio and see where it goes. But I don't know. I feel kind of like uneasy about it. Tom, me personally, zero Bitcoin equals zero earnings. Yeah. I just have it as a quick, myself, I have it as a quick, like I said, let me have some exposure there. I see there's a lot of exposure there. Government talks about it a lot. There's just investors talking about it a lot. It even comes out in news from banks that comes out, Tom. So I just want to have a little bit of exposure just in case. But I agree with you on that. There's no earnings. Like I have no other way of researching anything on it. Like I can't base it on anything. I can't put a PE ratio. I can't, price to book, price to sales, like nothing on it. I agree. I'm on PC. Yeah, I think it's only tablet and phone, the hide button. That's why. JL, Casey, I am looking at MLPI too. Ooh, we got to take a look at that one. BMW X10 from Luis. BMW, you mean the stock? Is that what it is? What you're talking about? Let me see something real quick before. I still got to look at IONQ real quick. Or do you mean like BMW the car? Let me see. Yeah, this one is international though. I'm not a fan of BMWs, to be honest with you. I'm not. Finanzas con Estilo. Jay, I had the opportunity to ride a Waymo today and it was awesome. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you for letting me know, man. I've been watching videos on Waymos and Zoox also from Amazon. So I'm pretty excited about that and that you had a great experience there too. I think I'm gonna be honest with you, and that's why I'm so bullish Amazon too, because I think that's gonna be the future. And these companies are already set; they're already in place. Google with Waymo, Amazon is getting ready with Zoox, which is in Las Vegas already. Like I've seen videos of people taking Zoox in Las Vegas. I think that one looks pretty cool. The one from Amazon, and then now you have Tesla with the robo taxis too, which they look pretty cool too. But I think that's going to be the future now. This is my question, even to you guys. Uber. I think Uber will benefit from this because Uber is already an app where you can schedule all of these rides. And Uber is just set in many people's phones that I think these companies are just going to have contracts. They're going to have to, or they're going to use Uber as the app to be able to maybe the people use to get these cars, to get their robo taxis and stuff like that. I don't know if people are gonna be like downloading. Okay, I gotta download Waymo, I gotta download Zoox, I gotta download Tesla, and you have all these different apps. I think people are gonna rather have just one app like Uber and just to get any car, like the best one, the closest one to you. Is it a robo taxi? Or is it a Zoox or is it a Waymo, So I think Uber, and it's on my watch list. I think Uber will benefit from all of this. But that's cool. KCJL is a young ETF, but that yield is nice. One check will get me about $14 a month. Nice. I think we'll be adding very soon. Nice. Was good. Red? No, actually it was in the green, X. It was the market was in the green. Let me leave it up right here. So while I'm reading the comments real quick. I was in cryptocurrency right now. Woof. And it's up even more right now, I think. Let me see. There's a lot of volatility, X, but you can see that S&P is in the green, Dow is in the green, NASDAQ is in the green. So yeah, futures looking good. Futures looking bullish. At 8 o'clock, I want to start taking a look at some companies. I'm going to take a look at Meta. I'm going to take a look at Google. I'm going to take a look at a couple of these companies. I heard there might be a new income ETF based on SCHD. Yeah, we spoke about it last time. It's called Quad D. Quad D. DDDD. That's the ticker symbol of it. We spoke about it. It's from Yield Max. And yeah. So I don't know. Not 0.99 basis points, expense ratio. So that's crazy, man. Crazy. They are saying something about that they will be paying double the dividend of SCHD pretty much. So, and I gotta finish my coffee. It's getting cold. But yeah, supposedly, Casey, we can take a look at it later too. Again, but we talked about it last time. I think the hypes are for uploads, not lives. It is for mobile. Yeah, it is for uploads. I think you might be able to hype the live, but it's gonna be a replay, not the actual live. You'll have to hype the replay. And guys, don't forget to hit the like button. I'm hoping everybody hit the like button right there if you guys are enjoying. And I do have to take a look at IONQ before Wall Street has to go. Sounds right. Historically, last 17 years, etc. Every midterm, we get a correction. So I was reading this the other day, research it. Yeah, that is interesting, and I never knew that. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's another thing that I gotta take a look at. Let's take a look at IONQ real quick. Put it on IO. Let's take a look at IONQ real quick. Let me see. So this one was from Wall Street, which was like at the very beginning. Hold on. Let me see. So many comments already. So many comments. Hold on. It is somewhere over here. Let's see. I don't see the comment anymore. Let me see if I see it. I think. No, I don't see it here anymore. I don't know why. But yeah. All right. So IONQ. This one is in computer hardware technology. Founded in 2015. Over 1,000 employees. As you can see right here, let me see. It sells access to quantum computers. So this is in the quantum sector. Quantum computers through cloud platforms such as AWS, Bracket, Microsoft Azure, Quantum, and Google's Cloud Marketplace. Wow. So it works with all three. All right, let me see. It's at $32. The share price, let me see. In the last month is up 5.3%. Year to date is down 26.5% though. Let me see. Last 6 months is down 40%. Last year is up 51%. Last 5 years is up 186%. Let me see. 2 years ago was like in the single digits. Wow. Would have been a good time to buy. But it has been on the downside as of lately. You can see the downside right here. Now, analysts are calling it a strong buy. I don't know anything about quantum computing. Maybe Anders can give me his opinion. But if you see, there's a price target here of 105% from here. $67. Market cap for this company, $12 billion. I think this is a newer company that is just starting to grow. So there might not be a lot of numbers, but if you see in the last quarter, they increased their revenue 400%. Wow. 400% to $61 million. That's very good growth right there. It's a company that is growing. So I think this company is going to be best too. Let me see. Operating income. Yeah. So they're still spending a lot of money though. They're still spending a lot. You can see. Pre-tax income is in the positive. Let me see. Shares outstanding. They're also diluting the shareholder. They are 345. Yeah, so their earnings per share is in the positive now in the last quarter. Let me see. Free cash flow. This is one of those that are gonna be like, in the spec category. Like, it might, be a good investment long term. It might not, 50-50 chance pretty much. Yeah, so this one is like high, what is it? How is it that they say it? I'm trying to find the words, but it can be very, very rewarding, but it can also, bring you down to zero, your position. I don't know. This one, it will be good to just look right now based on financials. I probably wouldn't buy it or nothing like that. I don't know. But you just gotta see what kind of contracts they have. Do they have any other do they have any new contracts, anything like that? Who do they work with? It looks like they work with Amazon, Microsoft, Google. So that's a plus right there. But we just need to see, know a little bit more about the company itself and see where it's going, because this one might be like, for example, and Amazon, remember, Amazon was spending a lot of money back then. They're spending a lot of money now, but they're making a lot more in revenue now. But like Amazon, what else? Amazon, who else was burning a lot of cash? A lot of these companies, I think even Nvidia was burning a lot of cash, but a lot of these companies then, perform very well. So it all depends. It all depends on your belief on the company, I think, on this one. I don't have an opinion yet because I don't know anything about it. Wow, there's a lot of comments. Oh my gosh, I gotta catch up. I am voting SCHD until you meet your goal. Thank you, Anders. Thank you. 500 shares is my goal. Let me see, KC. GPIQ, but next year is still so far away. Yeah, KC. 320 VTI soon? VTI, where's VTI at right now? VTI, this one is one that you just buy and chill, pretty much. Expense ratio is at 0.03%, so it's a low cost ETF. I told my brother-in-law to just buy VOO and chill. He has 30 something years left. He's in his 20s. I told him just VOO and chill, man. You're gonna be all right. But this one right here, yeah, it looks like, look at this, it's right now 326. Yeah, has had a pullback, as of recently. But when you expand something like this, you can see 468% since the beginning, since early 2000s. So yeah, you get like 8-10% returns, year-over-year returns. What's going on? Good evening, SMPR. Nice. Oh, it said that the high button doesn't exist in Canada and a few other countries. Oh, okay. Can't trust Canadians, Tim. That's very true, man. Anders. Oh man. Anders, man. I have been to 70 countries. Only country that gives me grief crossing the border is Canada. Wow. They think you have a gun, LOL. But Anders looked like a nice guy, though. Anders looked like a nice guy. Lock your house door, Tim. It's for safety. Oh man, these guys right here. LOL, crossing south of Winnipeg. I was asked if I have personal protection on me. Being a college student, guess what I grabbed out of my wallet? Of course I do. Oh man. My door isn't locked much during the afternoon. And that's when they tore my car apart. Oh my gosh. Maybe Meta should spend less time on coming up with names and more time on developing. Yeah, that is true. Well, Well, that how how do you come up with avocado? Avocado already. I don't know. I think that was just somebody was probably eating an avocado toast, and that's how the name came up for the AI thing. Yay, SMPR. I bought more SCHD last week. Now at 242 shares. I am 58 shares from my goal. Wow, man. That's awesome. Let me put it right here. Give me 1 second. Let me just put it right here. Because I do have you here. 242. Yeah. No, I did update it before. So you are 80% of the way to your goal. Your goal is 300. Wow. Thanks. How's Lyft doing? Competition eating them alive? That's a good question though. That's a very good question with Lyft. Let me see. Lyft Inc. $13. Let me see. Wow, year to date is down 32%. In the last 6 months, is down 30%. In the last year, up 12.5%. In the last 5 years, is down 80%. So, this one is not looking very good. I will go with Uber instead of this, to be honest with you. Software application. Uber is much better set. I barely see any Lyft, to be honest with you, near me. I don't know by you guys, but I barely see any Lyft. Let me take a quick look at the financials real quick. Yeah. It's growing 2%, 10%. It all depends on the quarter. Operating income is in the negative. Net income, let me see. It's at 2.76 billion. Wow. Just got in the positive. Oh, they're buying back shares. That's a positive right there. And the shares are cheap right now. That's going to bring the earnings per share up. So that's it. That's a good move right there by Lyft. Free cash flow is 227. Gross margin is 38%. Operating margin negative 11%. Profit margin in the last quarter was 172%. Free cash flow margin is in the positive. Yeah. 14%. I don't know. I think I would like Uber better. Let me see. Let me take a look. Maybe Uber will make me look bad. But you see the difference in revenue? Growing is right now at 20%. It's growing at 20% year over year. So each quarter. So that's a positive right there. Operating income is also in the positive. You can see the difference already. 1.77 billion. Net income is slightly in the positive, 296. Shares outstanding. They're slightly buying back shares also. Earnings per share is at 14 cents in the positive. Free cash flow is at 2.81 billion. So yeah. Look at this. Gross margins 39%. Operating margin 12%. Profit margin 2%. Free cash flow margin 19%. So yeah, I like Uber. Uber is the Kleenex of ride shares. Casey, not touching yield max. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. I'll show it to you. Let me show it to you real quick. I think some of you guys Sue yield max. Who's that? Kamir? Sue yield max. Poor guy destroyed his retirement, maybe even marriage. Who's Kamir? I wonder who that is. Wow. But yeah, let me show you guys real quick. Hold on. I have this. I have the AI conference from NVIDIA. Ondas. I want to leave the Ondas right there because I want to research it real quick. But hold on. Let me just look it up in stock analysis so you can see it. Hold on. So this is it right here. It's quad D. That's what they call it, KC. It's at $30 right now. Expense ratio. Oh, expense ratio is actually 1.01%. So yeah. I don't know if I want to pay that much. You know, I don't know if I want to pay that much in expense ratio. I'd rather do something like, QQQI, who has who's which is also tax friendly pretty much. Depending on your tax bracket and all that, but it's 14% dividend yield, and look at the expense ratios at 0.68%. So, and look at this average annual return, 16%. So if I'm looking at this, if I'm looking for something like this, or GPIQ, which is becoming one of my favorites, to be honest. And I think that if I do a covered call ETF for my portfolio to pair together with SCHD, because that would be a good plan for my dividend portfolio, I will do something that tracks the NASDAQ. That the underline is the NASDAQ. Because pretty much the SCHD is the Dow Jones. So, something that can track the NASDAQ. And these, some of these cover call ETFs, not all of them though. Some, I like GPIQ, QQQI also. They track the NASDAQ. So, but this is future. I'm talking about future, not right now. Me neither. EOMax is traps from SMPR. You got to read more into the stats on the correction. It also matters who has the presidency plus Senate plus House. Oh, okay. Google midterm stock market corrections. Let me just Google it real quick. I think I did already Google the other stuff, but let me see. Midterm stock market corrections. Let me put it up in Google Gemini. Thinking already. I love using AI, to be honest with you. I don't know about you guys, but I love using it. As of March 15, stocks are currently navigating a period of significant volatility. Let me see. The market is currently experiencing downward pressure from several fronts. Geopolitical shock, index performance, major indexes like the S&P and Dow Jones have posted new closing lows. Correction territory. Some analysts suggest the market may drop as much as 7 to 15%. I'm kind of like, the way I'm also feeling about it is that we are going to get like a 7, maybe 7 to 9% correction or something like that. I don't know. Average downs. Let me see. The year 2026 is a midterm election year, which historically correlates with increased market turbulence. Average drawdowns. The S&P sees an average intra-year drawdown of 17 to 19% during midterm years. Wow. Midterm years are often the weakest in the 4-year presidential cycle, with markets frequently bottoming in late September or October before a year-end rally. So we kind of got to buckle up for year-end, pretty much September, October, somewhere around there. Post-election recovery. After midterm lows, the market has historically rebounded strongly, averaging of 14% over the following 6 months and up to 32% 1 year later. But yeah, there's usually a midterm year correction, pretty much. And I'm having this feeling. I don't know. I'm usually very optimistic about the stock market, but I don't know. As of lately, I haven't been feeling as optimistic. I don't know why. I kind of gotta follow my gut check, my gut feeling. I've been begging for a correction, and I don't even have money. Just start building up a small cash position. Why not? Hello, Alex. Then I want to retire. As long as he bounces back in 2 to 3 years, I guess I'll be okay. XLOL. Betting on 2030 BTI hits 500. A possibility. And there's quantum will be huge, but no idea who will have the golden ticket. That's the biggest question. Like, which company is gonna be for example, the Nvidia, that just happened. So yeah, which company would that be? Could it be IONQ? I don't know much about it. I don't know much about quantum. So gotta take a look in YouTube for someone that has done a quantum video. All right, let me see. Wow, there's a lot of comments. Where is Jeremy? Yeah, Jeremy hasn't been around the past couple of weeks, so it could be maybe a change in schedule, maybe more work. Sometimes it happens. I'm sure some of you guys are gonna have similar situations where you guys might not show up for like a week or so, maybe for a couple of weeks, depending. But yeah, I haven't seen Jeremy in a while, not even in the videos, like, and he usually comments on those. But sometimes also, like, I've noticed, not sure why, some of your guys' comments doesn't come out on my YouTube Studio though app. Like, they will populate. I have to go back into the video, click on the sorting and all that to see if anybody else commented that didn't come up in my YouTube Studio though. I've been noticing that. I don't know why that happens, but I'm hoping also Jeremy's okay, that he's well. I hope so, man. I hope he sees this and he says hi, one of the videos. Just to, just so we know that he's all right, that he's okay and he's doing well. I gotta run, guys. Storms here, lost internet connection. Oh, man. I'm hoping everything is okay, SMPR. VXUS at 150 would be sick too. Yeah. Be careful, some nasty weather out there. Then next few days, I think SMPR is in Florida. I think for quantum, I will find an ETF that invests in it. What would be a good ETF for quantum computing? Let me see. Let me ask Gemini while I have it here. Best ETFs for quantum. Quantum stocks. I forgot to put stocks. Let me see. ETFs. So you got Defiance Quantum ETF QTUM. I'm trying to look for one that has a lot of assets under management. Okay, so this one has 3.5 billion. All right, let's take a quick look. It was QTUM. QTUM. Let's take a quick look. Defiance Quantum ETF. This is it, Anders. So it has a 0.40% expense ratio, so not extremely high. I will be okay with that. Inception day was 2018, and it has an average annual returns of 22%. So that looks good. Let me see. In the year to date is flat. Last 3 months is only down 1%. Last 6 months up 10%. Last 5 years is up 134%. Ooh, in the max, it's up 341%. Wow. Let me see some of the companies that this one has. It has Micron Technology, Quantum Emotion, Teradyne, Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, Nokia, Coherent. I've seen this one out there, Coherent. I don't see IONQ though. Right here. Yeah, I don't see Lam Research. So this one also had like consumer discretionary, has like other ones. I guess this one is not all quantum computing. But this is one of them. If you guys find one, let me know there in the chat so I can look it up. All right, let me see who else is in here. I got 5 inches of snow 2 days ago. It's still out there, hoping for spring now. Wow. I'm hoping we don't get any more snow over here in New Jersey, man. REAP had a low of 20 degrees. And guys, don't forget, very, very important, to hit the like button. Very, very important, guys. There's 20 of you guys there. Oh, there's 21 likes. No, there's 25 of you guys there. 21 likes. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Very, very important to support the channel. And I'm going to get to your comment pretty soon. I'm catching up. I'm catching up though. I'm catching up. I'll be there soon. SCHD update, 746 shares. Hold on, Anders. That looks. Hold on. 700. Hold on. Oh, wow. That's a big jump, Anders. You were at 612. So 746 shares. Nice jump, man. Nice jump. That was unexpected, though. Very nice jump. Now with the new amount of shares, you know, in the next dividend, if it falls between, you know, what they pay last year and what SCHD Stan estimated, should be between $185 to $200, you know, this month from dividends. That looks really good. And you already surpassed your goal because you had a low goal. But wow. I'm guessing you used some of the some of the money from that you have recently, something. I forgot what it was exactly, but I remember you had something. But wow, and there's nice move right there. 746. Wow. Nice. I'm up to 4 shares of SCHD, way ahead of the target goal. Nice. Nice, Tim. Let me see. You are at 4 shares. Nice, man. You're 40% of the way there. 4 more than you had in January. Nice. That is true. And I'll be crushing the goal. LOL. Yep. What's going on, Lawrence? How all is well? I broke the 100 share threshold. 101. Oh, wow. Nice, Lawrence. 101. Nice. So right now, it should be you're 67% of the way to your goal of 150. So you should get between 25 and 27. So if you have the drip on, which I'm hoping you do, you know, or if you have the drip on, I'm sorry. If you have the drip on, you know, you should get like another almost share, almost 1 share. High yield dividend warriors, Mears Group. I wonder who that is, though. I wonder who that is. Let me look it up. Let me look it up real quick. Because you and X also mentioned. Let me see. Let me see. Oh no, I don't see it here. Now other stuff comes up. Kamir, like in Cambodians. He out everything into Yield Max and told all his friends and family to do the same. He got wiped out and left YouTube. I guess I didn't watch him too much. He wasn't very smart. Wow. Oh, he's a YouTube guy. Wow. Wow. At first I was like, you know, I looked at the Yield Max. I'm like, oh, I guess let me put one of those in the watch list and just keep track of it. But then as I gave it some time, I didn't even follow it much. Then I kept on listening about it. And then I started seeing some videos about the nav erosion on them. Oh my gosh. I was like, oof. Good thing I didn't buy into any of those. So yeah. Did you hear his last video with his wife telling him to knock it off? Wow, that's crazy. Only entertaining part was that he was hostile towards critics. Wow. No, I have a list of YieldMax YouTubers that started channels, lost a lot of money, and then disappeared. It's fascinating stuff. Wow. Yeah, I would just be very careful, man. You know, especially with some of those ETFs, because they're making a lot of ETFs, a lot of them, and they're putting very high expense ratios. Some of them are good, some of them you gotta be careful with. I did really well with a few YieldMax funds, didn't get stuck holding the bag, made my money back and moved on before the big reverse splits. Yeah. Wow. That's awesome, man. They all coped so hard. Did this in Gemini. Interesting results. Do sentiment analysis on YouTube for YieldMax videos over time. Oh my god. Hold on, let me see. Did this in Gemini. Let me put it right here. Let me see what comes up. Hold on. A new one. Do sentiment. Let me see on YouTube. Or over time. Let me see. Let me see. Sentiment on YouTube regarding. Hold on. Let me just open this up. Regarding YieldMax ETF has transitioned from high yield excitement in early 2024 to significant skepticism and a focus on capital erosion by late 2025 and early 2026. While some yield junkies remain loyal, the prevailing narrative now emphasizes the risk of NAV erosion. Yeah, that's what I've seen a lot. That's what I've seen a lot. Wow. Look at this. The reality check was in mid 2024 to early 2025. Cautionary and analytical, influential finance YouTubers began labeling these ETFs as ticking time bombs. Wow. Wow, this is crazy. Sentiment driver, typical YouTube perspective, dividend yield positive, weekly income machines that fund lifestyle expenses. I never knew why, yeah, I never knew why people were so bullish on them. Like, I know that the dividend yield was nice, and it was pretty high, but I don't know. It was just scary though. Oh, UPS man, all good, me, all good here. How are you, man? Another one that I'm missing here is James. I haven't seen James also the past couple of streams. I am still not sure that Random Company X is beating Microsoft or Google in quantum computer. Look at how they are hedging their bet. Largest weight is 1.92%. Yeah. I'm piling up cash right now to buy my SCHD after the reconstitution. Okay, it always dips. Yeah. Yeah, let's see what happens. That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I'm at 805. I can't do deadlines as a student. They add to my nerves. You are 805 SCHD? Wow, that's good. That's a nice jump right there. M. 805. Yeah, so you already, your goal was 800 shares. So you already went over your goal for this year. Over $200 in dividends. Wow, nice. Is Boogie SCHD at 1,022? Wow. Man, those are some nice positions. Nice positions. Look at this. 78% of your goal of 1,300. Nice. Tim, let's go. Yes, Tim. Keep it going. Oh, yes, I have the drip on. Nice, Lawrence. Don't, Jay. Come here. It's a whole rabbit hole. Yep. Let me see. Oh, I'm almost down to the end of these comments. I should make about $10 in dividends next year. Goals. Nice. There are now more ETFs than individual stocks. Yeah, there's a lot of I was watching a video about that too. There's just a lot of more ETFs being released out there. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button as soon as you jump in. I know I keep on mentioning it, but I know sometimes you guys might forget. So just as a reminder. I avoid YieldMax like it's the plague, Lawrence. I feel you on that, Lawrence. I feel you on that. Yeah, he was Cambodian, could have just been a chill guy, but didn't want to feel inferior or wrong in his investments. I love VTI, but it also has a long-term positive pattern, unlike YieldMax. VTI and chill, X. You know, I think many people, you can see if we take a look at VTI, where's the stock analysis? Just with the assets under management, look at this, $566 billion in assets under management. So this says a lot. You know, same thing with VOO. $858 billion in assets under management. That means a lot of people believe in this ETF. That's why I gave this one to my brother-in-law. I'm hoping he's still buying. JL, I definitely avoid YieldMax ETFs. Yeah, I think we all do. I think we all do in here in the chat. All right, let me see. I'm sure you guys saw the. Let me see. I put 60K into YieldMax back in 2023, made a few moves and cashed it all out in 2025 at 90K. Wow, nice. Used the dividends to purchase other funds. Nice. Good move, Tim. Good move. You probably took some from that guy that was having the fights with his wife. The one that M and X are mentioning in the comment. That's probably why his wife, was mad. But that's good. All right, let me see. What else did I wanted to talk about? All right, Ondas, that we spoke about. I'm not going to open X, even though if you guys are on X, don't forget to follow me there. Right here. 216 followers already on X. Some of them are bots, though. Some of them are bots. Let me see. Very nice from JL. Yep. Yeah, that's very good. I played those funds like a violin. Nice. Nice. Let me just X this out real quick because I didn't find any. I wanted to show you guys the pictures on. Let me see. Oh, Anders. Hold on. Before Anders go, I just opened this up. Let me see. Nice, Tim. It definitely had a hype train on YouTube. Yeah, I'm guessing anybody that did the same thing as Tim, like that they took advantage of the beginning of the hype when it was like YieldMax, YieldMax, YieldMax everywhere. And a lot of people were like investing in it, I'm guessing if you did some type of swing trading, and you came up on top, that was good. But whoever was left holding the bag, that's pretty bad. VTI is my 401k, VSMPX. I wish I could hold VT instead. Wow. But VTI is good though. VTI is good. I have my 401k in the S&P. I think I have like 85% of it. I always mention it here. But I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, what's going on, James? I guess I called you with my mind because I mentioned you earlier. That I didn't see you in the last stream, right? I think it was good. Tampon futures are red. Yeah. Let me see. We're gonna take a look at it in a second. But when we were looking at it, they were in the green actually at the beginning of the live stream. And it's now 8:12. So I want to take a look at a couple stocks actually. So thank you, James, for bringing it up. But I wanted to show this to Anders real quick, which is the top destinations for retiring. And Anders, look at what's on top. Norway with an 83% score. Right here. In this research, there were 18 indicators used across 4 categories to rank the best countries to retire in. So they ranked them by health, finance, quality of life, and material well-being, pretty much. But look at this, Norway at the very top with an 83% score based on those 4 indicators: health, quality of life, finance, and material well-being. So what do you think, Anders? Does that change your plan or something? Ireland is second with 82%, Switzerland 81%, Iceland 79%, Denmark, you can see 79, Netherlands 79. You know, they're just using these four indicators right here. But yeah, I want to see your comment. Canada is above the US. You can see it down here. Canada and the US are tied with 70%. South Korea is at 69%, just under the US. Let me see. Slovenia, 75%. So I don't know. I saw this and I'm like, let me just show it to Anders. Let me see your comments, Anders. Hold on. There's a whole bunch of comments here. Let me look for your comments. LOL, based on what? Obviously, cost had a low weight for Norway being number one. Ranked on that criteria, not surprised on the ranks. Okay, good, good. So it does make sense then. It does make sense, Anders. That's what it is. It does make sense. Now I kind of want to go to Norway just to see how it is. Maybe one day I'll go over there. But does this change your plan? Or are you still planning on retiring one of those islands somewhere? Not sure why Finland will be so far down. Yeah, Finland is 66%. All right, let me see. Let me go back up real quick. VTI plus VXUS is more tax efficient in a tax account, or else I would do VT. Nice, yeah. I think all of them are good, man. I bought SCHD. I am now at 126 shares. Madden, do I have you here on my list? Let me see if I have you here. I don't think I have you. Oh, yeah, I do have you here. I almost thought I didn't have you here, Madden. So you are 126. Nice. 126 shares. Nice. The thrill. I did a lot of homework before I bought into Neos funds. That said, I don't think the ROC is for me now that I see how it works. So definitely looking to get out when the time is right. Oh. Which one specifically are you thinking about, or which one specifically are you holding? I'm guessing. I had about 2,500 shares of MSTY. He paid me about 140% in 1.5 years. Wow. Bought in at $22 a share, sold off at 14.5. Ended up way ahead. Wow. You still made money. That's good. I might be under Frank Dolo on your SCHD list, but I have 240 shares. I don't know if I have you here, UPS man. Because this is a new one. This is not the same one as last year, though. Let me see. No, I don't see you here. I don't. I can put you down here. If you stay active in the chat, then I'll add you to it. You want to be under Frank Dolo? Then I'll put right here UPS. Just so I know. That's 240 shares. Nice. All right, nice. Let me see. On the 26th, I hope to get to $190 a month between QQQI and SPYI. Nice. That's some very nice income, though. Very nice income. And Maine. Yeah, nice. And yes, drip is on. Nice, UPS man. Nice. James, I have been working crazy hours. I usually try to be here before it starts. Oh, okay, got you, James. No worries, man. You know, I understand you 100%. Probably the same thing that is happening with Jeremy. You know, maybe working weekends and stuff like that. So I think one of these weekends, though, I'm going to need to do it on a Saturday night, the live stream, because I'm going to be out with the kids. We're taking a quick trip, for one day pretty much somewhere. And I'm not going to be here on a Sunday night. So I might need to do it on Saturday night. Crypto running. Oh, let's take a look at the after hours. Thank you, James, for reminding me. Let me refresh it real quick. All right. Let me see. Yeah, so there has been a lot of volatility, James and everyone. You can see it's actually back in the green again. 0.43%. So it's looking like the markets are going to be opening in the green tomorrow. Also 0.35% the Dow Jones, the Nasdaq 0.46%. Well, trying to the crypto. Let me take a look at crypto before I go check into some stocks. Yeah, crypto was like up and down, but it has been recovering though as of lately. You can see in the last 5 days, it's up 3.7% Bitcoin. And in the last month, up 5.8%. Ethereum, these are the only two that I keep my eyes on, is up 4% in the last day, 6% in the last 5 days, and 9% in the last month. So let me take a look at Meta real quick to see where it's at. Is it recovering already? Oh, man, look at this. Already recovering in the overnight. Friday was a great opportunity right there, man. Well, I guess I made my small purchase, though, on it. I don't know if you guys saw the video. I'll show you guys the purchases in a few minutes. But I deposited a little bit extra and took advantage of it. Look at it right now. It's up 1.1%. So it's back in the 620s. But it's still at a 20 forward PE, though. Let me check in Microsoft. Any of you guys buying Microsoft? It's up only 0.5%, so not much. Let me check at Google. Yeah, slightly up, also 0.33%. Let me check Nvidia. Let me know which other stocks you guys want to take a look at. It's up only 0.7%, so not much change on Nvidia. Amazon. Let me see Amazon. It's also on the upside, only 0.5%. So yeah, not anything crazy though. Not anything crazy though. Any other companies you guys want to take a look at? Just let me know. I'm looking at the ones that I like. Visa is also up 0.5% in the overnight hours. So nothing crazy though. In the overnight hours. Let me see if there's anything. Top gainers, top losers. Let me see. What else? What else? Let me check out HIMS for thrill. It's only up 0.5% also. Let's take a look at SoFi. Yeah, it's still at $17 SoFi. What else? What else should I take a look at? Let me see SCHD. I also bought SCHG last week, man. I took advantage of that. It's also flat. Yeah, only 0.4%. Let me see SCHG. SCHG I bought right under 30. It was like at $29.98, somewhere around there. I bought a couple shares in my Roth. I had some cash. I still have a little bit of cash left because I was building up a cash position to add VGT, but I've been spending it on SCHG. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I just continue buying SCHG? I think it's just at a good price right now. I like it at the share price is at right now. It's at $29, $30. My cost per share is lower than this. I'm up on my position, but it still looks good. All right, let me see. Let me take a look at the comments. There's a whole lot of comments here. Norway is beautiful place. Nice, yeah. I can't afford to retire in any of those countries on that list. Maybe Slovenia. Okay, got it, got it. You need to run for government office and tell us all the insider trades. Not a bad idea, James. Not a bad idea. You know, Anders will be our what's her name? Pelosi, I think it is. Oh my gosh, I forgot her name, man. But Anders could be that. You know, we could do in the live streams. You could tell us. Things are looking greenish. Yeah, yeah, they're looking green, looking normal. To be honest, even the crude oil. Let me see commodities real quick. Yeah, crude oil has been on the downside. Look at this. I thought it would be, you know. But yeah, it's at $98 right now. So it has been on the downside as of lately. I am so no electable. I don't have a closet of skeletons. I have an entire basement. Oh man, Anders. So you want an income ETF that taxes as ordinary income, wasn't paying full attention to the thrill, and an outspoken atheist. So pretty much out in this country. Wow. SOL is moving. Oh, Solana. Let me take a look at Solana. Yeah, it's up. Yeah, it's up 4.8%. See, still down a lot in the last 6 months, but up 6% in the last month. All right, let me see. Hear me out. It's all campfire tales passed along from generation to generation. A la God, none of them all like Tooth Fairy and Santa. James, back then, very few books, so that's all people went by. Wow. Jay, did you ever buy any GPIX? No, I didn't buy any GPIX. And honestly, I think I spoke about it earlier. I don't think you were here in the chat, but if I do ever buy a cover call ETF, that I can pair in my dividend portfolio with SCHD. Where is it? Where's the to pair right here with SCHG? I think I will go with something like GPIQ, QQQI, something that tracks the NASDAQ, pretty much the underlying NASDAQ. That's what I will go with if I add something. If I add something like that, you know, if I add a covered call ETF, I would like something that tracks the NASDAQ, just so I can combine it better with SCHD. I think that will make a lot more sense to me because I already have SCHD, which tracks the Dow Jones pretty much, and I have some. It has some very good dividend growth. So in 20 years from now, I should, you know, my position should have, should average like the yield on cost should be very, very nice. Even though I'm going to continue DCAing into it every Friday for the next whatever many years, I still think my cost per share is going to be pretty low. And all the shares that I have bought, and I even share a screenshot of some purchases that I made in 2023 post split. My shares from 2023 that I bought have a share price of $22. $22 and $23 a share. That was crazy. I shared that on X. It was a screenshot. Maybe I'll open it up right here and I'll show you guys a screenshot. But man, you know, $22 and $23. I started buying SCHD in November of 2022. That's when I started buying SCHD. And I've just been buying since, you know. And back then it was like a $70 a share, somewhere around there. But yeah, I like SCHD. So if I do GPIX is S&P, I think I will do GPIQ because it tracks the NASDAQ. I'm conservative, non-religious. Then the problem with the last 10 years or so is politics at the dinner table and the shutdown of insane asylums. Wow. Catholic Church is a cash register. Wow, from James. Mike Walker. I am betting that American Airlines AAL will recover 20 to 30% when this conflict is over. Wow, nice prediction there, Mike. First time I see you here. So thank you for being here. And guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Very important, especially if you're new here. Also, don't forget to subscribe so I can come up in your feed. James, Visa just market will bounce to 320. No time. Yeah. He was thinking of buying GPIQ but hasn't yet. Yeah. I have GPIQ on my list, Casey. Agree, but to win any office in the US worth having. Yep. Have one of the biggest tax reliefs in Canada. The church owns all the houses that they built for their community, so much tax savings. It's actually a pretty cool system. Wow. MLPI from JL. MLPI. NEOS MLPN Energy Infrastructure High Income ETF. Expense ratio is 0.68%. Dividend yield 3.56%. How about, with this 3.5, it's not much. Oh, but the inception date is IPO was in December. So it wasn't that long ago. Because I was gonna say with something with a dividend yield of 3.5%, I'd rather just buy SCHD with a 0.06 expense ratio, much lower, but it's because it still doesn't have history. That's why. Wow, look at this. 11.9% up in share price. Let me see the holdings. Oh, it has holdings in Canada and United States. Wow. The Williams Company. Yeah, Enbridge. A lot of energy companies and stuff. It has Hess Midstream. I think, Tim, you were looking at this one, right? The last time, if I'm not mistaken. All right. So should I start the Church of Anders? Anders. That will be a cult. Oh my God, man. I will drink your Kool-Aid. As long as it is tax deductible. Yeah. I join it. As long as I was your right hand man. Yep. Oh my God. I want to buy farmland REITs again, but they make me nervous. You think farmland will be solid? That's a good question. I know SCHD was buying vertical farming places. Man, I know this was a little while ago. I think it was like a couple months ago. But I think vertical farming was like very popular. It was becoming very popular. I don't know much about REITs, like farmland REITs, but if you have any ticker symbol, let's take a look at them. X. I had a choice to buy a section in Iowa about 35 years ago. Was going for $500 an acre. Wow. Wow. Catholic Church is worth $2 trillion. What? I think the equipment cost is killing them. That's a lot of money taken in over the years. Wow. Current price in that country, $8,900 an acre. Wow. What is it? Anders, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of like, I wish I would have bought a property in Puerto Rico, man. Now they're much more expensive than 10 years ago and stuff, but I never thought about investing, even 10 years ago. Like, I should have done that. I should have done something like that. and gotten a property over there, gotten a nice house or something. But yeah. Wow. James, so the Catholic Church has been around for 2,000 years and collected 2 trillion. That's about 1 billion a year straight cash. Wow. Mormons and Christians got a lot of money too between taxes and church. That's why everything's so high. I like the looks of MLPI. Hits me in my Canadian feels. Yeah, yeah. It has Canadian and United States. I think this one will be best like in a Roth IRA, right? I think that's where it will be best. Jay, the dividend yield on MLPI is around 15%. Okay, got it. Got it. Let me see, James. 1.23 billion euros collected in 2024. That's a lot of cheddar, tax-free. Let's start Anders Church of ROI and split collections to the chat regulars and buy Epstein Island. There's a lot of controversy in that right there, James. LOL, man. Sounds an awful lot like work. I'm in. Wow. Even Tim is in. Oh my God. How you feeling about Vici? Appears to be under your average shared cost. Oh yeah, you know what? I haven't even taken a look at Vici properties. Oh yeah, it is back under. Man, I should start buying again, actually. Thank you. I didn't even notice that, to be honest with you, Casey, until you just mentioned it. I'm down 3.8% together with Meta. I'm down 4.6%. You can see now I have fraction of a share of Meta. I got 4.097 fraction shares of Meta. So, wow. Oh, yeah, no. The way I'm feeling right now, KC, not financial advice, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button too. But I kind of want to buy some Vici properties. Wow, I did not notice it was under $29 once again. I would like to lower my costs. I was buying Vici heavy. I was buying Vici very heavy, and I got to 63.4 shares. I even bought, like, many times I bought one share, and you guys know that I usually buy like $10, $15 or so of most of my positions, but you know, right now, yeah, thank you, KC, for mentioning it. I wouldn't have noticed until tomorrow. I try on Mondays, I try to take a look at my spreadsheet and see, okay, where am I at and all that. Usually Mondays are busy in my job, so well, honestly, every day I'm kind of busy, but yeah, I think I'm gonna be buying this one. If it stays under $29, I'm gonna buy some more. And I've been buying Main Street Capital too, which it has been on the downside. It's right now at $54. My cost per share is at 40. I'm up 34%. But Vici properties right now with a 6% yield, I like it. I got $114 estimated yearly dividends from this one. And Main Street Capital, I want to continue growing it though. So this one is $60 estimated yearly dividends. If it stays like this, I might hold off on Visa and start buying Vici and Main Street Capital together. Even though I like Visa a lot. I do like Visa. But finally, I got to 6 shares of Visa. But I might just go with the higher yielders because I do want to grow my dividend income some more. That's really what I want to do. Yeah, I want to grow my dividend income. So yeah, that's how I'm feeling about it, Casey. I need to buy more this week. But I don't have any cash right now. I only have $35, which that's going to go to buying 1 share of SCHD, which is at $30 for the weekly challenge. So that will bring me to 389 shares. James, it's actually crazy if you think about how much straight cash is given each week to all religions. Yeah. I share after I get my fleet of jets. Church is like Dollar General. They're around every corner. Wow. We should start one. Do it. Vici for the win. Yeah, yeah, Tim. You know, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I like Vici properties a lot, especially long term. So right now, higher yield. Yeah, I want to build it up some more. So hopefully stays around that share price or lower by Friday though, which is when I get paid. I don't have any other cash. Give the founders preference voting shares with dividends and dilute the others. Any good lawyers in the group? X is a delivery guy. Well, let's go, X. Oh my God. And there's Church of ROI. We will return a percentage of the collections back and turn it into huge Ponzi scheme. I'm a retired press operator who has some amazing problem solving skills and math. I have a ton of value for the cult. Oh man, you're both hired, lawyer and accountant. Man, you guys are making a business already right here while in the chat. Oh my God. Yeah, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, these two. I'm also keeping an eye, honestly. If we go right here, let me go to my PE ratio. Freshie, but look at Nvidia right now at $180. It's still at a 21 forward PE. You know, if they do have that 60% growth in revenue and earnings per share this year. And that's what they're forecasting. That's what the analysts are forecasting. If they grow their revenue and EPS more than 60% this year in 2026, then this forward PE is much lower. I'm going to be honest. You know, I'm going to be honest. 21, that it will be like a 20 or like a 19 forward PE. Man, that will be, I don't know. Nvidia is just calling my attention a lot. Even though I do have it on my, on the S&P, I have it on SCHG, I have it on, let me see, S&P, SCHG, and what else? No, I think that's it. I think that's it. Jay can be the muscle. Don't let that friendly demeanor fool you. Come on, Tim. I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. Come on, Tim. I do have to go to the gym in the morning, though. It's 8:41. We still got time. I call lawyer. My client did not have sexual relations with that woman. And then I say, you can't handle the truth. Oh, my God, X, man. You can't handle the truth, man. That was a good movie, though. That was a good movie. Who was it? Was it Jack Nicholson? No. Yeah, I think it was, right? Oh, my God, man. That was a good movie, though. That's a good movie. You can't handle the truth. Lawrence, Vanny, Viri, Vici, LOL. Yeah, man. That was a good movie, man. Jay could kill an average man from the prone position 34 different ways. Nah, not yet. Not yet. I do want to get into MMA classes, though. I would love to get into MMA classes. I'm very interested in them. Very, very interested. I just don't have time, and I don't have you know, it's pretty pricey. It's pretty pricey to get into those MMA classes, LOL. Have you seen the movie Primate? It was based off true story. Was decent. Primate. I don't know if I've seen it. Hold on, give me a second. I don't wanna close this one. The Ondas, ONDS. Let me see. I don't think I have any other in the stream topics. No, we already spoke about a couple of topics that I mentioned. I'm trying to do that a little bit more often, like taking screenshots of some topics so we can take a look and talk about them a little bit. Oh, no, I haven't seen this one. I've seen the previews, though. James. This is the one that James is talking about. I've seen the previews, but no, I haven't seen it. Watch now on YouTube for $9.99. It's cheaper than, yeah, it's cheaper than going to the movies though. Cheaper than that, for sure. Let me see. Family ape get rabies and attacks the family. Wow. Not my monkey, not my show. I haven't been able to watch any Netflix as of lately. Yeah, nah, wait for free. Okay, James, okay. That sounds good. But I haven't even been able to watch any Netflix. I'm paying for Netflix and I haven't been watching. Actually, my son has been watching Netflix, so you know, I'm paying, but it is being used because he watches like a couple cartoons and stuff. So yeah. But let me see. Hold on. All right, there's 22 of you guys there. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Very, very important. Let me see. All right. Let me go back to my portfolio real quick so I can show you guys all my positions. Chimps are brutal. They target babies from other troops first, then the moms. Oh wow. Netflix just bought something crazy. What did they just buy? I can't remember. It was Ben Affleck's. I spoke about it in the last live stream, James. It's an AI company that Ben Affleck made, pretty much. I had it on my other one. I deleted those screenshots. I did take a couple screenshots though. It's called Inner Positive. Show you real quick. Yeah, it was this one right here. It's called Inner Positive, an AI-powered filmmaker technology startup founded by Ben Affleck. The deal value at up to $600 million. So this one right here is like, they have certain special effects like this company made with AI that will help when I'm guessing they're editing and adding any special effects to any movies. Like this is gonna help them do that, like faster and more efficient. Oh, the AI movie making company. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm more of a Clyde fan. Every Which Way, but Loose and the sequel. Clyde. So you could go either way, YOLO. If not for the Iran BS, Netflix will have blasted through 100. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. I think so too. Right now, the share price is at $95 right now. I'm up 14%. You know, I'm gonna be honest. Like, if I had a lot more money, let's say I had a $1 million portfolio, and I would have started the position with like 100 grand or something like that, like I see some other investors do, I will be up already like what, like 15 grand or something like that in my position. And I bought it a couple weeks ago. I think that those are pretty good returns, to be honest. I think I did my due diligence well when I acquired Netflix. But I'm thinking about it long term though. I'm thinking about it long term. So I didn't mind if it stayed low in the 70s a little bit longer. I honestly wanted to buy some more shares, but I didn't get a chance. PG is just above your average. Let me see where PG, Procter & Gamble. Yeah. I did bring all my cost per share. So my cost per share is at $147 and Procter & Gamble is at $150. So I'm up 2.3% right now. There has been a pullback in some of these companies, like Coca-Cola also. Coca-Cola was like at $80 a share recently. And now it's on a pullback right now. I'm only up 31% in that position. So, but yeah, but if I do add more, Tim, to be honest, I wanna buy some more Vici and some more Main Street Capital. Main Street Capital, because such a small position, and I like the company long term. They also posted some good earnings. And I know that these companies get affected when the interest rates get lower. But I still like it long term though. They have been paying that special dividend for 18 quarters already. So I like that. Okay, kids, this old guy needs his sleep. Have a great week investing. All right, Anders. Have a good night and have a good week, man. James, good night. Yep. Good thing is that I did show the screenshot before you left. All right. Let me see. Johnson & Johnson is, I'm up 55.5%. I'm pretty, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know, with this Johnson & Johnson position, how it just ran up in share price in the past couple of months, pretty much in the past year. It has been running up. It's at $241. And I feel like I was just buying it not long ago, and I was able to build up my position to $1,600. So yeah. See from X. What's your main goal for 2026 and Vici? Vici Properties, honestly, Tim, I would love to get to 100 shares of Vici Properties. But I don't think I can make it to 100 shares because I want SCHD at 500. So I think there's going to be some weeks where I'm going to have to like go heavier into SCHD. Even though I am using my credit card points to buy SCHD, and then my YouTube, like whenever I get paid every couple of months, I'm using it to buy more SCHD too, which it should help, but I don't know if I'm going to get there. I don't know if I'm going to get there. My YouTube income is not that much. It's only like a little bit over $100 every quarter, I think. Something like that. My videos are not, they don't get as much watch, as many views. They only get like 200 views or something like that. A couple likes. So yeah. But if it grows, maybe if the channel grows, that will help me out with SCHD. And then what I can do is focus a little bit more on Vici Properties and Main Street Capital. For Main Street Capital, I would love to get to about, I want like another maybe 25 shares of Main Street Capital. I want to get to $100 in income from Main Street Capital. That's what I would like to do from Main Street Capital. And then Vici Properties, I would love to get to 100 shares on those two. These are high yielders, so yeah. Visa, I'm at 6 shares. Want to build it up even more, but let's see where it goes. FXAIX, I think this is the time for me to build up my FXAIX some more because the S&P's on the downside as of lately. So I'm at 8.4 shares. I can build it up a little bit more. What my original plan is, Tim, with FXAIX is that eventually I want to sell this position and get something higher yield. So yeah, so if I can get something higher yield, like in 10 years from now or something like that, that would be great. I'm going to keep that GPIQ on my watch list though for a couple of years. And then maybe this position will give me something with dividends. Because what I want, honestly, Tim and everyone, is I don't want to sell my positions in the future. That's why I'm investing in SCHD, because I want to use it. I want to use the dividend income. I don't want to have $1 million portfolio. And then let's say, for example, right, if I get there, I don't want to get to like $1 million portfolio. I'm retired. And then I just have to, slowly like sell my FXAIX or sell my positions. I don't want to do that. I kind of want to fund my life or pay my bills with my dividends. Like I really, really want to do that. I really want to work towards that. And that's why I also have that GPIQ, because I don't know if eventually I will learn how to do covered calls and options. Maybe I will, but as of right now, I just have GPIQ and one of those on my watch list and see if they continue to perform well in the future for me to add them. Less headache. I just pay a little bit of a higher expense ratio. I think that's a win-win situation right there. And have those higher yields, pay for some of my bills and things like that. My kids will be bigger. So all I have to do is, just have money to support the household and stuff like that. So I don't know. But that's what I want to do in the future. I don't know. But let's see. Amazon growth portfolio, I made it to do that, to pretty much sell my positions later on with gains and move them into SCHD and something higher yield. That's really what I'm going to do. So Amazon, Google, yeah, these are positions like that. Good night, Anders from Boogie. Nice. Have a good sleep, cult leader. Anders is the man. Anders is the man. What's up with the YouTube hype button? Does that help you more than a like? So I think so. The hype button does help, but the like also helps though. When the like button, when people hit the like button, it does the more likes, the more it gets pushed out there. Now I'm also working on my thumbnails and my titles. I think I gotta work more on my titles though, on my videos, because that should help a little bit more. But I don't want to put like any clickbait. You know what I mean? I think I don't want to put like, a video that doesn't really shows me, like, or that how can I say this? Like, I don't want to put a video just for people to click in and that's it, Like, I want to build this, what we have right here, where I'm talking to you guys, I'm getting to know you guys, we hang out, we chat and stuff. Like, I don't want to build up my YouTube just off, a bunch of clickbait and that's it. You know what I mean? I like this more and I'm enjoying it more. If I build it up of clickbait only, then eventually I don't think I'm going to enjoy it. But right now, like, I have fun, we take a look at countries, at food, at stocks, at futures, crypto, cover call ETFs, things like that. So this is what I like. I like this more than if I just make videos just to just as a clickbait and try to make more, on YouTube. No, I'll get there, eventually. I think I want to let it grow organically, the same way I like to let some of my investments grow organically. I don't know if all that makes sense, but yeah. But both things help, and the hype button is a new feature right now for smaller not streamers, like content creators, pretty much. And it's on long form content. So like the videos can get hyped. Show me you main income per year and I will figure it out. Okay, let me show you real quick. Right now, what I have right here, Tim, $60 estimated yearly dividends from my Main Street Capital. It's right here. Now, I don't have the special dividend calculated in there though. I don't. My yield on cost is 7.6% on my Main Street Capital position. But when I get to like $100, I think I'm much closer because honestly, I get paid like $5 from $5 from what is it? From the special dividend, So when they pay the special dividend, I get paid like $5 from it. So $5 times 4, that's $20. But I think this is at $80. Actually, I'm much closer. Yeah. So I should probably aim at like $120 estimated yearly dividends with the special dividend. But right now, I would say I want $100 estimated yearly dividends without the special dividend. If it makes sense. That takes time though. 2K plus subs by next year. Thank you, X. Yeah, I hope so. I think I just want to let it grow organically, with people that like to hang out in here, that like to be active in the chat. I think that's very important too. I think it doesn't happen on live videos maybe. Yeah, the hype button, no, it doesn't happen on live videos. It's only on regular videos. But I have a feeling that you can hype a video, live stream on the replay. Not now, but on the replay. Brainchild makes sense to me, brother. Keeping it real. Yeah, thank you, Brainchild. Thank you. All right, Tim. 32 shares will earn you $99.84 a year without the special dividend drip on. You crush that. I'm gonna turn on the drip tomorrow, Tim. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna turn on the drip. That's gonna be my goal. I'm gonna turn on the drip. I'll take a screenshot and then I'll post it. I'll post it. All right. Let me see. So yeah, I'm gonna turn on the drip, Tim, because I gotta make that happen. I gotta make it happen this year. To be honest with you. And 32 shares is right around the corner. That's not much. So yeah, so that's that. Hold on, let me go back to the full portfolio real quick. I bet it's gonna be one that if I get some very nice gains in whatever many years, I'm also gonna sell my Bitcoin Trust ETF. You know, eventually. Only got $1,400 invested, so let's see where it goes from here. Let me see. Amazon. I'm not done building Amazon. I would love to buy a lot more Amazon. I have $100 in my 100, and I got paid my dividend from Google too. I think it was like a little bit over $1. I got paid from Google, from my Google position, but I have $102 actually. I got $102. So I'm leaving them there. I'm going to see if Amazon continues to go down and maybe I'll buy more. But the one that I do want to buy with money that I save in the growth portfolio is Alphabet, which is at $302. I would love to start seeing it under 280. Then I'm going to start, looking into buying more. But I'm up 83% in this one, in Google. And then Amazon, I'm at 10.4 shares. I'm nowhere near done building the position. And I really like Amazon long term. This is why I'm the accountant for Anders Colt. The Accountant. I don't know if you saw the second one, but it was good. That's a good movie, The Accountant. The first one and the second one. I thought both of them were good. But you're really good with numbers, Tim. I apply my drip only toward my long-term holdings. Do you manually reinvest your drip now? Yeah, I do. I've been, like for example, Main Street Capital. Yeah, was it this month already? Yeah, was it this month or the month before when Main Street Capital and Realty Income pay me? I did get, what was it? I did move it to, what was it that what did I buy with it? I forgot what did I buy with it. I think it was more SCHD or something like that. But I know like that Johnson & Johnson dividend that they paid this month, I put it towards Visa though. That's the one thing that I do like about using the dividends myself, and just moving them around myself and manually investing them into some of my positions is that sometimes like Johnson & Johnson right now, I wouldn't buy Johnson & Johnson right now for my portfolio at $241, but to be honest, yeah. So I'm glad that I took that money and put it into Visa, which it was like a 310 or somewhere around there when I bought it. So I thought that was a good purchase right there because Amazon is much higher. I'm up 55%. Let me see. Ryan Williams, what's going on, Ryan? I saw, you know what I was listening to, Ryan? The video that you posted with oh my gosh, I can't even think of it right now. Man. Jeez. Hold on. I'm gonna so bad. I totally forgot. Oh my gosh. What's your other channel? Ryan. I forgot your other channel. Oh my gosh. We Ari. We Ari. So I was watching that video of you and Ari while I was doing while I was cooking and stuff and doing some stuff in the kitchen. So that one was a pretty good chat that you guys had on there. You know, I liked a lot of the topics that you guys spoke about. So that was pretty good. All right, let me see. Brainchild, what's up? Ryan. Yep. Links, how did I miss the notification for this live? Anyways, hi everyone. Yeah, nice, nice links. Yeah, just make sure you have notifications on though. You know, maybe it could be that one day you probably by mistake could have turned it off. It happens at times because I have a couple people, I have a couple channels that I like, and I have the notifications, and it has happened to me a couple times where I have pressed it by mistake. You know, and I'm like, hold on, I don't get any you know, didn't get any notifications. How we doing tonight, folks? Yeah, we had a lot of topics, Ryan, you know, that we spoke about earlier today. Oh, Jace starstruck, lol. UPS man, yeah. No, I was listening to the video earlier. The deep end, yes, the deep end, because I'm following that channel too. So I couldn't think about it just now. You know, sometimes that happens to me. So many things I got in my head. I've been talking about pretty much, what is it? Spoke about Nvidia is also having their conference this week. This should also, whatever they announcing here, there was something that I wanted to talk about, which it was the GTC. Oh my gosh, I need to start taking notes. But there was something that I wanted to talk about this, and I didn't take any notes. But this might drive the price. There might be some volatility on Nvidia depending on what they announce in this conference in California, and also, you know, whatever they present, whatever products they present right here. So yeah. Thanks, man. Any thoughts about all the AI stuff? So, you know, I like AI. I'm getting more and more used to AI. To be honest, having trouble. All right, JL. No worries. Have a good week, JL. Have a good week right there. I didn't know about the deep end. I'll give it a follow. JL. Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. It's Ryan Williams talking with Ari. They have some good topics. There's one that I missed. I think it was last week or something like that. I haven't watched it yet. But some good topics there. So AI specifically related, I'm becoming a little bit more and more of a fan of AI. Man, that's why I wanna invest more and more into VGT, even though I am growing my SCHG position in my Roth, which I don't share here, but I've been buying that more and more. It's a little bit heavier in technology compared to other stocks like I'll show you right now. I'm sure you guys know about SCHG, but this is also why I haven't really done any move on Nvidia, even though I like Nvidia and I like the multiples where it's at right now. But SCHG has 11.3% on Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta. I think, you know, the Max 7 is right here. Tesla also, which I'm liking more and more. I was looking at the Tesla's event in Texas this week, and it was pretty cool. You know, seeing Optimus like giving bottled waters, you know, to the people, doing like hand signs and stuff. You know, I think it was pretty cool. And I don't know, man, you know, AI. AI, what's my opinion in AI? I've been using also Claude at work. They've been using that, so I'm very impressed. I'm also using AI for even like the thumbnails that I'm making, some of the information that I'm getting also. I like it a lot. So I think AI definitely gonna help a lot of people in the long term. But let me see if I can think of something else, Ryan. I'm trying to think right now, you know, in the spot. It's a little bit more difficult, right? To come up with it. Even though I think I have something, but in mind. But AI, I think, you know what's one thing that I think a lot of people are focusing too much on is the only the and even myself, because I'm gonna blame myself for this too, is that we're focusing a lot on the companies that are gonna use AI. Um, like for example, like Amazon and all these other companies, Meta and all that. But we're not focusing about the other companies that are gonna build AI, like construction companies like Cat, for example. You also have, I think it's FIX, which is one for, I'll tell you right now, Comfort Systems. This one is one that provides this is in the engineering and construction side. So you can see they are in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning system, as well as plumbing, electrical piping, and all that. And this one in the last year, which I have been following it, 306% in the last year from Comfort Systems. So I think a lot of investors, or I guess in the oh my gosh, I can't even think about in the social media side, I will say a lot of these companies are not popular. And I think that they should be a lot more popular, to be honest with you, especially with the AI expansion, because these companies are going to help build and maintain AI. But yeah, I think AI might be a fad, to be honest. I'm not seeing a major benefit to people unless you're a lazy college student. Kind of like electric cars. Yeah, I'm kind of liking electric cars too, to be honest with you. I'm kind of liking them. Do you guys think AI will become more of a tool rather than taking over jobs completely? Yes, I think so. I don't think AI is going to take over all the jobs like everybody is mentioning out there. I really don't think so. You're still going to need humans. Like for example, a lot of people are selling off like these SaaS stocks, right? The software stocks. But honestly, AI, they are AI agents. They are implemented into those software stocks. Like for example, Claude that is being used in Microsoft Excel, for example. I'm gonna use that, and we use it in Microsoft Excel at my job. We now have Claude, so and that's an AI agent. So AI agents are gonna need software to be able to work in. So no, I don't think AI is gonna take over all the jobs completely, but it's gonna take off a nice chunk though, um of them. Things that are easy, I think it will be taken over AI. I think so. Like for example, taking an order in a fast food joint, I think that's gonna be done by AI. With the way at the rate that it's going right now, we're not close. I think we still have a couple years, but things like that might get taken over by AI. Maybe cleaning also might, with the way robotics are going. But a lot of this stuff, I think, is gonna take time. I think it's gonna take over a decade or so. Yeah, I was actually going to ask you about your thumbnails. You do that through Claude? Yeah, so I've been doing it. I've been using AI though as of lately. I don't know. I'm not getting like crazy clicks, so I'm guessing they're okay. But I've been using pretty much Grok. That's what I've been using on there. So yeah, it's been it's been pretty cool. I make music videos with AI, write the lyrics, and direct the music video. AI is fun. Copyright and laws are what's tough. Yeah, yeah, that's true. But yeah, I've been using that on my thumbnails, and it has been pretty easy because all you do is just prompt something. So yeah, I don't understand how AI on, say, Facebook makes money. You don't need a subscription. You don't pay for your account. So how high is the ceiling for AI revenue versus the cost? Yeah, that's gonna be something that I'm sure, with the revenue versus the cost. Yeah. So AI is pretty expensive to run. You can tell, Now with the news from Meta that they're planning on, or yeah, that's their plan pretty much, to lay off over 20% of their workforce to be able um to afford, I'm guessing the words are in my screenshot, but to be able to run AI, it does make it does show that running AI is going to be pretty expensive. So the cost to run AI and to have payroll, like regular payroll, I'm guessing a lot of these companies are going to go ahead and see, okay, what's more expensive, what's going to be cheaper. But I still think AI is probably going to be cheaper, because remember, AI is going to be there all the time for certain jobs, for whatever for whatever jobs AI can replace. And AI can work 24/7. Like, there's no vacation days or anything like that. But I don't think everything is going to be replaced by AI. There's going to be a lot of things that, or a lot of jobs that are going to need a human person there. Deer has some cool AI stuff or farm stuff. Physical AI would not be a fad. I agree with you, yeah, Jay. I just don't the cost benefit with the huge amount of electric and data centers it costs. Think about it when you pay your electric bill. Yeah, I think that's what it's gonna come down to, right? How much is a company gonna pay uh, having an AI system with them, or having AI with having a payroll? So you're gonna compare, right? If you are paying whatever $500,000 a month in payroll, doing these certain tasks, and having human beings in there, it's gonna cost you 600,000. Then AI is more beneficial. So I don't know. That's gonna be for companies to see and make their own judgment. 20 years from now, driving cars will most likely be illegal. I think that's inevitable. I think so too. I think, especially with the way a lot of these companies, like I'm seeing the videos on Zoox, the cars from Amazon in Las Vegas, which they have them there. And then you see Waymo, which Finanzas con Estilo mentioned earlier. And he took one of those cars, and then now the robo taxis also. I was looking at the videos also on that Tesla event in Texas. Yeah, I think a lot of it is gonna be automatic driving, FSD and all that. So I don't know. Yeah, it looks. I think it might be. I would love to drive our own car, but also wouldn't be bad just to press a button, put an address, and be like, okay, take me here. While you do other things or talk to other people. All right, let me see. 50, almost guarantee. Yeah, I think in 50 years. They look really good, though. And thank you, Ryan. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. When I can buy an Optimus and get it to clear my gutters, take out the chicken from the freezer, etc. AI seems like a future dream. Yeah. If you see the videos, I did post one on X. There was like a whole bunch, but I did post one on X where the Optimus is like handling a bottle of water. So that was pretty cool though. All of the robo taxis being connected to the same network could cure traffic. Yeah, for sure. I do know. I have to reboot my phone 2 times a day. You gonna trust your car with your life? That's a very good point. That's a very good point. I do feel the same way. Like I'm 50-50. I would like to see or to have a car that will drive myself or drive me over somewhere. But I also, what if he stops out of nowhere, just because, right? And then, I don't know. Yeah, I feel the same way, UPS man, but I'm sure by then, by the time we like I like, why I like this, and I saw a video recently for the older generation, that I know once you get older, your reflex are not the same, maybe your vision are not the same. So to have something like a car driving you to the store and things like that, where you don't have to bother anybody or nothing like that. You just press the button, boom, 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 takes you to the supermarket. You get your groceries, and you go back into your house and stuff. That's actually pretty cool technology. I think AI is gonna help a lot of people. Some people are gonna take advantage of it, but some people is gonna help a lot. And I saw that. I saw that AI could definitely help like the older generation. Once you get older, and you're not able to do certain things, that's gonna help out a lot, which is good. I think companies with the manufacturing infrastructure will be the companies that excel until robotics become mainstream. Yeah, all the technology we see is basically the crappiest it will ever be again. Yeah, there have to be guardrails with the self-driving cars. I'm sure that will be configured. Yeah, I think over time, Ryan, and everyone, I think over time, because remember, all of these cars, all of these self-driving cars and the cameras that they have, like for example in Waymo cars, they're all collecting data right now. We're pretty much like the guinea pigs. They're testing all of these things with us and collecting data over the years, like they have been doing with the Teslas for many years already. They have been collecting data already. That's why you're able to have these robo taxis drive you around and stuff already. And even Zoox and even Waymo already. They have been collecting data, and they're going to continue to do that over the next 10, 15, 20 years. And probably later on, it's going to be a lot better. The AI, the self-driving and all that, I'm sure it's going to be a lot better with all the data that they're going to be collecting. Then they're going to be doing the same thing with the robots, with Optimus and stuff. Awesome point, music. Yeah. I think you just need to look at how far video games have come in a relatively short time. Yeah, I haven't been buying games or playing any games as of recently, like video games in the past couple of months, to be honest. I'm just trying to focus on a lot of other things, like trying to continue learning investing, because I still have so much more to learn, and I want to continue learning, and I want to be able to make this content even better, in the future. So I still have a lot of things to learn there, plus in the personal life, plus work. Work over 60 hours a week, so it's a lot of hours. So I haven't played video games, but they have come very, very far. I've seen videos like the new Resident Evil look pretty cool. And I would love to play it. I just don't have any time. Maybe also once they bring it down in price. I think it's like $70-$80. So that's like 2 shares of SCHD. I don't know if I could pay that much for a Resident Evil game, but hopefully they put it back down to like maybe 20 something dollars. I will probably buy it. Service robots can deliver food, but they could also do prescriptions in hospitals. I trust a bot with the pain meds more than a human. Yeah. That's a very good point, and I think that's the point that I want to get to, that AI will benefit in a lot of things. I don't think AI is going to take over everything. You're still going to need certain things done by a human. I don't know about 100 years from now where we're gonna be at, right? But the way I see it as of right now, AI cannot do a lot of the things that humans can do. So I would just, yeah, I don't know. I lost my train of thought there. Or Elon's rockets, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There was somebody on X that is waiting for the SpaceX IPO. I don't know about that one, but wow, a SpaceX IPO. You got SpaceX, you got Anthropic, and what's the other one? OpenAI IPO. I should post a poll on that to see which one would you guys invest in. I posted a poll recently, which it was pretty cool. I didn't get that many votes, but let me see something real quick. If I can find it real quick. But yeah, the IPO will be pretty cool though. Hold on, let me. channel post. I think I'm gonna make a post. But I posted this. I thought it was a pretty cool post right here. 25K bonus. Let's say you give 25K in bonus and you can only invest it in one of these companies. Which one would you pick? And I put Tesla, AMD, SoFi, and Palantir. I was very surprised that SoFi is ahead. You know, I thought it was gonna be like either honestly, I thought it was gonna be like either Palantir or Tesla, but I was very wrong. AMD is definitely way ahead at 30% and SoFi 31%. And this is with 88 votes. That's just crazy, man. That's just crazy. That's just crazy. Oh, you can see it right here. Who was it that didn't see it? This is the channel. This is their channel right now. You see, I missed this one. Episode 59. I gotta watch it. I gotta finish watching it. This is the one from today, episode 62. This is what I was listening to earlier. The deep end. All right, let me see. So a semantic question here. All right, let me see. Your car loses its Starlink connection and crashes into a house. Who is getting sued? There's a ton of things that can complicate AI. So it all depends, right, Tim? I guess there's gonna be insurances are gonna maybe change later in the future in that way where you might have to pay more when you have an AI car or something like that. It's probably gonna be that way, to be honest with you. I think it's probably gonna change in that way. But yeah, it might be you. I don't know. It all depends, Tim. But that's a very good question, though. That's a very good question. Jay, you're on the right path, man. You're doing all the things right. Thank you. All the right things. Thank you, Ryan. It really means a lot coming from you, man. You know, especially I've been watching you since before I created this YouTube channel. So, you know, you were one of the people, you together with other people on YouTube that kind of like inspire me to create the YouTube channel and start sharing my journey and see where it goes. But thank you. X, I'm not the smartest guy, so I assume those smarter than me have thought of anything that I could have thought of as far as safety, features, and legalities. Yeah, there's always there, you know, I'm sure the government is gonna look at it before they approve it, you know. I don't know. I'm sure there will be some rules to the game. Let's just call it that way. X, you're a court lawyer. No one believes that comment. Let me see. Don't expose me. I recently got hired. I use Grok as an agent to help build my design business. It's wow how it learns and remembers your intentions. Wow. Yeah. That is pretty cool. Yeah, I've been using more Grok, Gemini, and then at work we have been using Claude. So those are the three that I have been using the most, pretty much. Sam Altman said AI will in the future be sold. Oh yeah, I saw this one. Sam Altman said that AI will in the future will be sold like an electricity or water bill, pretty much like with a meter. We see a future where intelligence is a utility. The OpenAI CEO said, yeah, so it's gonna be more of like as if you use it a lot, you know, your bill will be high. If you don't use it a lot, then it will be low. I think it's gonna be more of a subscription base. That's what I think it's gonna be, you know. And I'm gonna go with the Black Mirror episode about that. You know, it's just gonna be subscription. And oh no, you want OpenAI Plus or you want OpenAI Plus? You know, and then you're gonna have to pay more. I think that's how it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be subscription based, pretty much. Ryan Williams, don't forget to update your SHD position here. Yep. Hold on, let me open up my weekly challenge spreadsheet real quick. Yeah, I do have Ryan Williams right here. And I'm hoping SCHD stands dividend does come through. You know, that would be pretty cool. But Ryan Williams is at 532 and now you are at 534. It's nice. Let me see. 534. All right. So your goal is 600, 89% of the way to your goal, Ryan. So, and should be hopefully Stan is right. SCHD Stan is right, which is right here on column G. $144 if we get paid the 27 cents that SCHD Stan shared, the estimate. Now, if a person is hurt or killed, Starlink will get sued for $1 billion. Wow, yeah. Thanks, man. I truly appreciate all the support over the years. Yeah. Well, thank you for, for everything too, you know. But yeah, but I've been watching, man, for a while already. On the numbers, the bots are better drivers than humans. Yeah, true. I think there was a study out there, no, that it's still is much safer. Like even Waymo, I think did their study or something like that. It's much safer than humans. I gotta look it up. I see several people in Ryan's Dividend Power Hour live feed from this chat week after week. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. I can never get to Ryan's live stream because I'm always working. I work on Friday nights, so I can never make it. You know. But yeah, but I do usually watch the replay. I like just regular talks like this. Like I like content where it's just, a regular I know a lot of people are saying that AI might take over also like YouTube videos or things like that, or like content creating. I've seen that also out there. I don't know, but I like to see a human being talk and just have, just think about the topic. And, I don't want to like just always watch something that is just answering all the right things and in like a robot style, and like a robot voice. I want regular people. I want to watch regular people, just chatting, just talking. Things will come up, topics will come up off the top of somebody's head, and that's what I like to watch, to be honest with you, more than just, listening to somebody just repeat, or maybe listening to a robot just repeat everything. I think I like that more. You guys better stop questioning AI. We're closer than ever to having Catgirl. Oh my god. All right, guys. I've got to hop off and get the baby bather bathed and ready for bed. Nice fun stream tonight, Jay. Good chatting with you all. Hope you all have a great week. Have a great week, Ryan. And thank you for stopping by, man. Really appreciate it. It means a lot. All right, let me see what else do we have. What time is it right now? It's 9:31. 9:31 already, and I caught up to the messages, man. There was a lot of messages earlier. A lot. And we got 24 likes today. Nice. 24 likes. That's awesome. The stream health is excellent, so that's good. But yeah, I think I'm done with topics for today. I do have to do my research on this one on Andas Network just because it is calling my attention. I don't know if any of you guys hold this one, but it's calling my attention and I kind of want to look into it. I don't know if it is the website, and it's about drones and stuff, so I'm pretty attracted to that. So this is one that I want to look into right there. And you got NVIDIA's AI. I'll probably post a couple things on X about this. I'm going to look into it a little bit more to see what is it that they're going to announce here and what program or what products they're going to announce here and stuff. I think this might drive the share price up, to be honest with you. Whatever things are setting here. And I still think that AI is at a good it's at a good valuation right now, to be honest, based on future growth. Is that Trump's son's company? I did not know that. It is? Called Ondas. ONDAS. We put it on investors. We go. Overview, news and events, company profile, management team. Eric Brook. Nia Laird. Good night, Brainchild. No, it's not his son's company. It's Unusual Machine. Ah, okay, okay. All right. Cool. UMAC is. Oh, okay, okay. So that's Trump's son's company. Let me take a look to see what it is. It's in UMAC. Let me take a look. Oh, I didn't even know it was a stock, actually. It's this one right here. The $20 a share. UMAC. Hmm. Do they have? Yeah. It's this company right here. The other one looks yeah, I don't know. We'll have to look at this one. But I've been liking this one so far. I really want to take a look into this one though. Ondas. All right, Casey, what did I miss? Nothing. A couple topics here and there. Ryan Williams stopped by real quick. Let me see. Ryan Williams stopped by. We spoke about, what else did we speak about? AI, pretty much like a bunch of AI topics. And what else? We looked at a couple stocks, not much. All right, let me see. I know that Trump's son owns a drone company and they asked Ukraine for help on developing drones to take down missiles and other drones. His son is just a member of the board. It's not his company. Okay, okay. Man, we missed that 70-cent boat. Which 70-cent boat? Can there be conflict on interest there? Yeah, probably. Anda's partnered with Palantir with over $1 billion in cash. It might be explosive this week in the war if the war intensify. You see, that's why I want to take a look at it. Trungdo. Hmm. Yeah, the Andas company is calling my attention. It really is. Maybe that could be a topic in one of the future live streams real quick. I would like to talk about it a little bit more. Sorry, part owner. What about BBAI? See that one real quick. X this out and BBAI. Let me. Big Bear Holdings. What is this? This one is National Security Supply Chain Management and Digital Identity Markets. It offers supply chain and logistics solutions such as data conflation at scale, which offers a view of operations, enabling real-time tracking of inventory and facilitating predictive analytics to optimize functions. Information technology. I don't know anything about this. Like I don't know what they have. Let me see. Let me open up the. So this one IPO'd what in 2021? At $9, then it went down to like 90 cents. A lot of volatility on this one. I don't know what the company's about, but market cap is 1.8 billion. Wow. me take a quick look at this. The revenue is going down year over year, so that's not a good sign though. But if you believe in the company long term, why is the revenue going down though? Friends, frowning. What is the reason for that? I don't know the company at all, but look at this. It has gone down in the past couple of quarters, 18, 20, and 37%. That's not a good sign. Unless there's something coming up in the future. Operating income is negative. Net income, also negative. And they're issuing shares. So, I bought 700 shares of BBAI. I guess it all, I don't know the company, so I can't give you an opinion on it, but do they have like any new contracts? Do they have contracts with like the government or anything like that? Yeah, that would be good to know. What's going on, Unboxing Names? All good, man. Here, coming to an end of the live stream, but guys, don't forget to hit the like button and to subscribe so you guys can get to the live stream a little bit earlier, or maybe in the future I'll do later live streams and more live streams, because I see a lot of people hopping on and asking or giving a lot of takers, so that's always good. I like to look at new companies. That's how I noticed about this one. ONDS was as low as 58 cents on Google in 2024. Wow. Would have been good for me to know then. I would have put like $50. That would have bought me a whole bunch of shares. BBAI bottom out, only way is up at this point. Revenue went down because of reduced government contract, but it can go back up now we are in war. Yeah, that's a good point. That's why it's good to know about the company. The CEO used to be Secretary of Defense or something, something like that. Strong tie to the government. It's a good buy at the current price. Nice. That's good. That's good. It looks like you have strong conviction on it, so that's a good sign right there. But yeah. All right, let me see how many people are here in the chat. And then we're gonna take a look. All right, there's only 13 of you guys there, so all good. Yep, everybody's hopping off. Everybody's going to bed. So I think it's my time too. My dad likes BBAI, but I'm still on the fence. Just, just ask the questions. What do you like about it? What's your conviction on it? Just a few details, that will help out. But yeah. Maybe it will be a good stock. Because remember, a lot of these stocks, this is something that I'm learning here in the live stream. For example, Amazon was see, even Nvidia. But look at Amazon. Hold on, let me show you real quick. Amazon wasn't it a penny stock? Look at this. Like 60 something cents in 2001, 2002. Look at this. $2, $3, $4, and look at it right now. So yeah, some of these companies, depending how strong of a conviction you have, it might pay off. This is what I would love to find, a company that I can find at these prices. Maybe that ONDS will be my company. If it is. I'm going to do my research as I get a chance. Take care, guys. Take care, X. Thank you for hopping on in the chat, in the live stream. What happened with Nvidia this week? So Nvidia was on the downside. There's a conference now in California this week. So if they announce something interesting that could bring in a lot of revenue, don't be surprised if the share price goes back up. Goes back up in the upside. Right now it's at 180, somewhere around there. So don't be surprised. Right now, honestly, look, I got a spreadsheet right here where I keep track of my PE ratios. And right now you can see that Nvidia based if they do grow their revenue and their earnings per share over 60%, like they're forecasting, it's currently at a 21.7 forward PE ratio, which, I think is pretty attractive. I have it on SCHG, so I think I'm good. What happens with Nvidia this week? Oh, what happens with Nvidia this week? Yeah, I don't know. Don't be surprised if the share price goes up based on whatever they announce on the conference. Oklo, Long, Rocket Lab, Navitas, HIMS, Applied Digital. Goodbye right now. Write it down and check in 3 months. Well, in 3 months, I want to see you bringing it up over here so we can take a look at it. So subscribe so you can come to the live stream. We'll take a look at it together. Why not? Maybe some of these will be and will make you a lot of money. That would be awesome. I would love to know, if they do. But yeah. All right, Em. Thank you. All right, everyone. I think I'm coming to an end already. It is 9:44 already. Gotta go to sleep. Gotta hit the gym in the morning for a little bit. Always gotta stay active, So yeah, anybody else that is hitting the gym in the morning, let me know there in the chat. And let me see. Trungo. Good luck, team, and I'm out. Good night. Yep. I never understood the forward PE metric until I watched your video from earlier today. Now I totally understand it. Okay. Yeah, it all depends on this is the forecast. The forward PE is pretty much like forecast. It's not that it's guaranteed that it's gonna grow that way, right? But it's what they're forecasting, pretty much. That's what it is in their earnings per share. But it's one metric that I like to use. And I started using this, oh man, how long ago? But as I continue to learn, I started using this more and more later on. And then trying to use the price to book ratio a little bit more on the on these kind of companies, like in the financial sector. Like you see, SoFi is still pretty pricey, but to be honest, it is still growing. It's still a company that is growing. So this price to book ratio, I will kind of take it with like a grain of salt because it's a company that is still in the growing process. It could go bad or it could go really good, really fast, with a company like SoFi. With a company like Main Street Capital, that one is more certain. Why? Because with the price to book ratio, because this one is a company that it has grown already. It's pretty much like a company that is set. It has history and all that. So a 1.6 price to book ratio is still pricey because it should be at 1, but to get like a fair price. But honestly, Main Street Capital performs very well, and it's always at a premium pretty much. But yeah. All right, everyone. I think this is gonna be it for me. Thank you everybody for. And technically, the PE on Meta should be lower because the one-time payment 2 quarter. Yeah, that is true. That what was it? Was it in the big beautiful tax bill, right? I think it was. So yeah, right now Meta is at a 19. Look at this, 19.9 forward PE. So it's like around there. It's like around a 20 forward PE. So yeah, it does look, does look very attractive right now, man. I don't know if I'm gonna be able, even though it's back up in the 620. So yeah, yep, that was that tax bill. All right, everyone. Please don't forget, guys, to hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, guys. Very, very important. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you guys see the video from earlier and you can give it a hype, I will appreciate it. But yeah, I think this is pretty much it. Good luck this week with any stocks that you guys want to take a look. Yeah, thanks for your time. You're welcome. And thank you guys for your time, because you guys are also taking of your time to be here hanging out with me. So I really do appreciate it. All right, everyone. Like button, subscribe to the channel. Always leave your opinions. Follow me on X. Don't forget to follow me on X, because I've been growing my sheet there. my My sheet. My page on there. I say my sheet. My page on X. Don't forget to follow me on that. And I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.